What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video for you guys. Here today I'm going to be going over how to hopefully help build Night Train lane for cheaper, or just give you something to do if you don't necessarily have a lot of solos to be played or whatever the case is. And it's going to be using these theme builder 2s to go ahead and get free cards. So first thing you're going to want to do is check your sets. If you are like me and have completed some already, you're going to want to check your sets for the ones that you're basically closest to complete. So obviously I do have 117,000 coins right now, so I'm probably able to build one of these sets and continue the system if I wanted to. But if you do not have the coins to do it, for instance, if we go to Theme Diamonds 2 and we check it out, we can see we have some of these teams with a lot. Broncos, we do have a lot, but we are missing some of the top players, which is the most important. Colts, we do have 4 out of 13 as well. But one that I want to look at, which I think is pretty cheap, is the Panthers, and that's because I already have the Mario Addison, who's 91, and DJ Moore is only 20k, so pretty much from there, no player should be 20k. They should all be cheaper. But basically what you're going to want to do, and you could possibly get some cards for this team that'll save you a good amount of coins, and if you do get one of the top cards, then it's really going to be beneficial. And I will show you how to complete the solo as well, and it's the same for every single team. So in the theme builders too, earn 3 or more stars to earn a 70 overall player. So you're just going to want to play it on 3 stars. So for this, we will just go to the Panthers. Every single team will give you 1,000 coins for completing it, and 3 stars. Don't allow a touchdown. Down by 14, you need to win the game. So you do start down by 14 and you do have to score. So this solo does take a little bit of time, unfortunately. It's not going to be something that you complete very, very quickly. But like I said, if this is something where if you don't have coins and you don't have anything to make you coins, and you don't want to wait for your next week to finish for weekend leagues and solo battles, especially because I know a lot of people are getting quarantined into their home, so they might have a lot of extra time on their house, on their hands. So hopefully this will help you out. So we will load in, play it, show you the quickest way to complete it, and then show you the reward. Like it does say a 70 overall player. I had seen people get 80 plus players and like high elites and things like that. It's definitely an RNG game. It's not going to be consistent. At the end of the day, you do get a gold player no matter what, but it definitely isn't going to be perfect. So what you're going to want to do is I always just go Trey Y Flex PA Crosser. So right here, I can see that it's not man coverage just because of the way the safety is. It might be man, but probably not. So right there, we see it's cover 2. So we will just throw it right down the middle to Antoine Randall and go ahead and score. You definitely want some fast players. That definitely is super beneficial. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for 2. Because no matter what, if I score right here and I go for 1 and I go for 1 twice, then I still have to score again. If I go for 2, then all I have to do is kick 1 extra point on the next drive. So what I'm going to do is drop back, and I see Michael Vick can just run it. You could just throw it, run whatever play is the best, but I usually like to just run it with Michael Vick because he's so fast. Right here, what I always do is just sky kick it to the side and then go ahead. I try to hit stick him, but if you can't, it is not a big deal. We will just take Franco Harris. I usually try to run and have someone else hit stick him. I usually try to make Franco Harris the one that gets hit, so that way Devin Bush can try to hit stick him because he does have a lot more hit power, obviously. So if I don't get that, we just got to get a stop. It is the 4th quarter, so you do actually have to get a stop. You could try to take chances with the field goal block, but it probably will not work. So right here, we are just going to use someone that is on a man and go ahead and let our defense do our work. We have a really good chemmed up team, obviously, with the Steelers theme team. So I'm pretty confident in our ability to go ahead and get a stop. If you have a decent overall team but not a great, I probably wouldn't go all out blitz, and I'd probably go like zone. But if you do have a good overall team, you can go ahead and do this. So what I'm actually going to do once I get that pick is just run back just a little bit. So we actually know that Carolina does not have any timeouts. That is a great thing about this. Them not having timeouts means that we can basically run the clock out now. So I'm going to run inside zone. And we're basically just going to try to get a little bit of yardage. We're not going to be trying to score on the first play. We're going to be taking our yards and then falling down if possible. So right here, we'll take about, 5 yards, 6 yards, something like that. And then go ahead and fall down. And then we're just going to want to chew pretty much all this timeout until at least under a minute to score a touchdown. So right here, we will take the first down because we're not too worried about yardage because we still have a couple more first downs. And it is 40-second clocks. So chewing it doesn't take that many plays. It's basically like a little bit over 10 plays, probably 11 plays, I guess, because of the 2-minute warning and things like that, and just the time it's at. Right here, we will go ahead and do it. And I don't run it all the way down to 1 just because I feel like that makes it slower, but it's only going to make it seconds slower if you let it go down. It's not that big of a deal. It depends on how focused you are on it and things like that. And the good thing about this is you don't have to really be too focused on this. If you're, you could be watching Netflix in the background or doing something like that and just sitting here doing these challenges. Let them stack up by replaying it, and then you can go ahead and just open the pack and see what you get, or open the packs. Right here, we will go to the 2-minute warning after this play, so we will just fall down once again, and then now we can submit to the 2-minute warning, and then we see, well, we'll have to run a couple more plays, and then we still have to score a touchdown. So we know we have to score a touchdown, but the great thing about going for 2 is I'm not panicked about scoring a touchdown with under a minute and then losing the game because we don't get the 2-point conversion on the second one. So if you don't get the 2-point conversion on the first one, you probably want to score faster, tie the game up, and then go ahead and win the game after. Just because it's probably going to be easier that way if you go ahead and just score 1 point or just score no points on the first one. So right here, we will just go ahead and run it. But this is going to be faster if you can do it. We know that since they have no timeouts, they're not going to be able to stop the clock. So we really have to run one more play to get it under 40. One more play to let it sim down more. And now it's just about how confident you are. So I'm very confident to score in a couple plays. So right here, I run it down to about the 4-yard line. And I'm going to sim it down to like 10 seconds. And I actually accidentally called timeout, so don't do that. Now I have to run another play, but I'm not really too worried about my timeouts. I meant to click a play, that way I can sim it and then call timeout. So right here, I usually run a play. It is 3rd and 2 now, so I do only have a couple plays left. But like I said, I'll run it down to about 6 seconds usually. And then I have no problem. Like I said, I'm very confident in scoring in a couple plays. If you're not confident, definitely give yourself more time because you don't want to lose and not get the reward. But like I said, I'm very confident. So right here, I'm going to run that. And actually, I need to reset it. I accidentally made McDonald run a weird play, so we will run that. And Vance McDonald is probably going to be open, to be honest. I could probably throw it to Juju as well if I wanted to. He'll probably be open too, but Vance or Randall L will be open, but we'll just throw it to Vance because he will be open right over that middle. And like I said, now we tie the game, but since we're so confident we're going to be able to kick this field goal, we're pretty much chilling and then kick it, boom, just like that. Should kick it. If you're not confident kicking your field goals or your extra points, then maybe you have to switch your system. But honestly, it's not that big of a deal. You should be able to kick 1 extra point if you do get that 2-point conversion on the first one. Right here, what you're going to do is just sky kick it once again. Makes it simple because it does take time off the clock. Usually I'll try to run backwards because sometimes it does take that extra second off and you don't have to worry about this. And then you will go to Hail Mary. So this isn't very important, but it's definitely something I do on Hail Mary. So I always grab the middle linebacker, go to the side without the running back, try to blitz off the edge if I can get there. If not, I take the safety and I literally just run all the way back to the end zone. So the reason I do that is, especially in this game, I've had a lot of like those weird tip plays. I don't usually happen. It's very slim, but I might as well just run them back because what's the worst thing that can happen is they catch it. But since I have Paul Malu back there, I would have been able to stop it. So I'm just going to return to challenges because I'm not going to replay it, but you could obviously just replay it if that's what you want to do. And then you're going to get a gold plus player. So you can assume you're probably going to get a lot of golds, which still sell decently. You can at least get 700 coins for a low gold, probably like 1,000 for a high gold, plus every time you get, a chance at elite players and things like that. So right off the bat, we're going to get a power up player, Matt Paradis. So we're going to go check out how much he goes for. Okay, we completed this objective, so we will go ahead and just quick sell that, I guess. So we did get a Matt Paradis, which, is still coins, right? So that's the great thing about it. No matter what, you are getting a card. And at the bare minimum, it's cards you can put into sets to build elite players, or it's power-ups you can sell, or it might just be a card which you could sell straight out if you get like a harvest player or something like that. But we will go to the new cards right here and show you the price. The price on this Paradis probably not going to be much, but depending on what power-up you get. So, I mean, it's still 1,500. That's not bad. I could sell him for about 1,300, so he sells pretty quickly. And that's really not that bad in my opinion. So I will just sell it for 1,300, and just like that, that's how you get some free players. Hopefully that does help you out in building Night Train. If you don't have anything to do, like I said, I probably am assuming a lot of people are quarantined, so this may be something. Just turn on some movies or Netflix or whatever the case is and go ahead and do this. Drop a like on the video if it does help you out. Subscribe, turn on that post notification bell, and as always, I will see you next time.